Calls to remove New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo are growing in the Empire State after his aide Melissa DeRosa admitted they hid the state's nursing home death toll. They said that they didn't do that, and then they did. So federal prosecutors were hoping they wouldn't find out. Governor Cuomo going on the defense earlier today. Take a listen.
The New York State DOH has always fully and publicly reported all COVID deaths in nursing homes and hospitals. They have always been fully reported.
Yeah, just because you say it doesn't make it true. Joining me now to discuss is the host of the No Spin News on the first and BillO'Reilly.com, author of the new book, Killing Crazy Horse. Bill O'Reilly, sir, yourself, we appreciate you joining us. What's your take on this craziness?
Well, thanks for having me in, Carl. You notice that Governor Cuomo said the New York Department of Health has always accurately reported deaths in nursing homes and in hospitals, right? Just remember, look at the sleight of hand now. So the contention is that there were many deaths of elderly people in nursing homes who were taken to the hospital before they died. That should all be in one category, but he parses it. So if you drop dead in a nursing home, that goes into one count. If you are deathly ill and you're transferred to a hospital, then you die, that goes into another count. That's how he's parsing it, all right? And that's what his office did, because he didn't want New Yorkers to know that 15,000 plus seniors died from infections they received in the nursing homes. Why didn't he want that? Because he signed an executive order, the governor did, that allowed people who knowingly were infected with COVID to go back into these facilities. And of course, that's a spreader. So New Yorkers, and I think people across the country, know Governor Cuomo's being disingenuous. Let me use that word. I think that's fair. But there's nothing you can do about it, because unlike California, which is recalling its governor, Newsom, they don't have that mechanism here in New York.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually an incredibly good point you've made there, where he's kind of looped it all in together. I think I certainly missed that myself, where, you know, they're trying to cover their rear any way they can in this thing. But I want to get your take on Cuomo's the actual cover-up scandal itself. I mean, he basically, a bunch of people said, "Hey, we're FOIAing all this," and they said, "No, we're not gonna listen to these FOIAs. You don't need to know that information." How do they get around that stuff?
Well, he did it, and he should just admit that they did it because they didn't want to be embarrassed. He'll never do that. His ego's too big for that. But his own party knows it. The Attorney General of New York, who's a far left as you can get. She knows it.
Letitia James,
But yeah, Cuomo doesn't, he's basically trying to last it out. Now, I don't think he's going to run again for a fourth term in 2022 when he's up, because the state is falling apart. It's falling apart criminal justice-wise, fiscally, health-wise. I mean, it's a disaster, and it's on his watch. So I don't think he wants to bring that in. But he's going to try to kind of just do the rope-a-dope thing here, see if he can get by it, and then coast and see what happens after that.
Yeah, but I mean, New Yorkers, look, we have de Blasio down here in Manhattan. New Yorkers are getting fed up with this. Even the Washington Post is turning, the New York Times are turning on this. Can we really rely, though, on a Biden DOJ? You think they're actually going to do anything here? Do you think this is just there's going to be outrage, and then the mainstream media is going to cover it up like they always do? I mean, is anything going to change?
Well, you're talking about the DOJ going after Cuomo? That'll never happen. In a million years, they won't do that. The state of New York, lawsuits, things like that, they can make his life uncomfortable, but the feds aren't going to get involved in it. You know, look, I think Americans know and understand now, after watching what's happened the last 5 years, that we live in a politically divided country. There's very little détente. Joe Biden saying he's going to bring everybody together is like, okay, fine. You know, there's absolutely no chance of that happening because Mr. Biden doesn't want it to happen. He doesn't want it to happen.
Right.
He'll tell you he does, but the truth is he doesn't. And he knows he's only going to be in there for 4 years. So he's going to go as far to the left as he can because they own him. And that's the way it is. So conservative people, traditional people, they basically have to tough it out. And if things go down economically, which I think they may, the Republicans have a good chance to take the House and Senate back in 2022. But never underestimate the Republicans' incompetence in trying to put together any kind of a coalition, because the party is just all over the place. Even if they get an opportunity, they may blow it.
Yeah, no, I agree. The establishment Republicans here have the innate ability to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. I really want to get your take real quick. After Congresswoman Ilham Omar, she got a promotion. She's this Minnesota Democrat, everybody knows, named vice chair of the Foreign Affairs Subcommittee last night. I mean, she's made a series of anti-American comments. I have a huge disdain for her about her comments about 9/11. Some people did something. I mean, what's your take?
Well, unfortunately, the progressive left, which now controls the House of Representatives through Nancy Pelosi, doesn't think America's a good country. It's as simple as that. I mean, they'd like to wipe out all our traditions, start again in a socialistic, politically correct, cancel culture viewpoint. I think people have to realize, you know, that's who these people are. So does it surprise me that Omar gets a promotion? No. I mean, she's part of the crew. America's bad. Okay, it's always has been.
Right.
Just bad, bad, bad. So we're going to change it and make it good. And that's what's going on with these progressive people.
Yeah, it seems like the litmus test. Mr. Bill O'Reilly, honor to have you on, sir. We appreciate it.
Okay, Carl, thanks.
Hi, Emma Reckenberg here. If you like this video, there's a whole lot more to see on Newsmax TV. You can watch for free right here on our YouTube live stream and be the first one here each time our experts break down real news. Just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and stay with us on America's fastest growing cable news channel, Newsmax TV.